and then isolated drug treatment for stuttering. So stuttering, where you hesitate and speak like this, is an interesting phenomena. There are not many things that can cause stuttering. So most common cause of stuttering is psychogenic. Most common cause of stuttering is psychogenic. There are very few other things that will cause stuttering. And my personal opinion is that there is a difference between the stuttering from those causes and the regular stuttering, which is psychogenic. So psychogenic doesn't mean that the person is doing intentionally. It's usually unintentional. And that's why speech therapy and psychotherapy, cognitive behavioral therapy are often able to cure or improve stuttering. So you wouldn't believe it, and I don't believe it either, but Dr. Bertoni tells me that he used to have stuttering as a kid, and he went through speech therapy, and he had a very insightful speech therapist who was almost like a psychologist, and he cured his speech deficit. If you watch the movie King's Speech, I think it's called, the one of the king, the last king, last male king of Britain, England, husband of the great grandmother, the queen, not the current queen, but the mother of the queen, mother-in-law or mother of the current queen. Her husband was the last male king of the of England, of Britain, and he had stuttering of speech, and he went through this great psychotherapist, speech therapist, who improved him and didn't completely cure him, but got him so much better. And if you watch that movie, which is an excellent movie, by the way, it will tell you so many insights about stuttering of speech and psycho and pressure and anxiety and the way to do speech therapy and way to make it better and so on and so forth. So stuttering is usually psychological or psychogenic. Organic stutterings are very, very uncommon. The most common stuttering that I see, which is organic, is freezing of speech from Parkinson's disease. So just like they get the freezing in their finger tap, it hesitates and arrests. They have the same hesitation in Parkinson's, causing freezing of speech, which looks like stuttering. Now, the difference is that in freezing of speech, the freeze is in the middle of the word most of the time and is non-repetitive. So in a psychological stuttering, they often go like stuttering. So there's a repetition of a sound, or stuttering. So there's a repetition of a syllable or a sound that is usually in the beginning, and then the word comes out and the break is gone. While in freezing of the speech is usually in the middle, is usually not repetition of a sound or of a syllable. So they go like stuttering. So there is a freeze and then it let go of that freeze. So stuttering. And there is just, there is a pause that happened and then the pause was broken. This is my personal observation. I don't know if there's any research on it or if there's any publication on it. There are very rare other things that can cause stuttering. So some MS lesion in the brain, brainstem, cerebellum can cause stuttering. I may have seen maybe another one or two unusual cases that I thought were organic or had a cause behind it. Dysarthria from ataxia can cause stuttering. But again, there will be a prominent lisping and other dysarthria in those patients. Otherwise, it's usually psychogenic. So in Parkinson's, this stuttering, freezing of speech, again, levodopa amantadine will be the treatment of choices. In a psychological or psychogenic stuttering, you could try SSRIs or SNRIs, mixed anxiety depression medications, but often they need a proper cognitive behavioral therapy and speech therapy for that stuttering.